up guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jemma Malone, and if you are new to this channel, I am an intuitive coach supporting ladies from anxiety to awakening through a variety of different ways. So this video is all about bringing you your weekly guidance through oracle cards, and I absolutely adore doing this. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Okay guys, here are your 3 piles for this week. Take a moment to pause the video here if you want and just come back to your breath. Maybe take a little moment to center yourself and then decide which one of these 3 piles is calling to you the most. Pile number 1, pile number 2 or pile number 3. If you want to work with the crystals, then we have a natural rose quartz here, we have a natural citrine here, and we have amazonite on pile number 3. So let's jump straight into it. Okay, so pile number 1, this is your pile for this week's guidance. You have got a gorgeous natural rose quartz here. Now rose quartz is absolutely stunning for any kind of self-care work, any kind of self-love work, any kind of work on yourself really. It's just such a gorgeous loving stone, and it is also connected to Venus. So pile number 1, these are your cards. We've got the kindness counts card, we have got the love card, which is just perfect for the rose quartz, and we've also got the responsibility card. So these cards immediately are telling me that this is all about your communication with yourself. Communication, your internal communication. So the blue and the lilacs that are coming up for this card are all about the communication for me. This kindness counts card for me is all about the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you have these internal thoughts, the way that you phrase things when you are telling yourself, you know, that internal mind chatter that we all have. This is what this is all about this week. And really it's this reminder to change it from a place of negativity, a place of anxiety, a place of lack, and really bring in those thoughts now from a place of love. So really have a look at that, the way that you talk to yourself, whether it be internal or verbally telling yourself things. Have a look at that this week and really adjust it. If when you're talking to yourself you find that you're putting yourself down a lot, make sure that you change it this week and have it come from a place of love rather than a place of lack. You've also got this responsibility card, so this is reminding you that only you have the power to change this. Only you have the power to adjust the way that you talk to yourself, adjust the way that you view yourself. When you look in the mirror, what is it that you see? And that is a really great way to start actually. So when you look in the mirror, what is it you see? And if you instantly start telling yourself negative things, if your thought process instantly starts going down that negative pathway, then it's your responsibility to change that to a place of love. So that is what this week is all about for you, pile number 1. It's really having a look at the way you address yourself, the way that you talk to yourself, and changing it to a place of love if you are finding that it is coming from a place of negativity or a place of lack. So a really great way to do this is to incorporate your rose quartz and have a rose quartz bath. You can have a rose quartz meditation. Just really gorgeous ways to surround yourself with the loving vibration of rose quartz. It's just having it in your aura, having it in your space. So this week, really shower yourself with love, pile number 1. Really allow yourself to indulge in whatever pleases your soul, whether that be some meditation, maybe some journaling, maybe reading a book, maybe just taking some time for you in whatever way that might be. So pile number 1, these are your cards this week. I would love to know how this was for you, whether this resonated. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget that you can always book a personal reading as well. The link is in the description, and I hope you have the most gorgeous week ahead. Okay my loves, this is pile number 2. So if you chose pile number 2, this reading will be for your weekly guidance. Now pile number 2 has this absolutely stunning piece of raw citrine. Try and get that in focus there for you. Now this is such a gorgeous piece of citrine, and citrine is actually really good for self-esteem, self-confidence. It's also really good for success, wealth and abundance. So really great crystal to have in your collection if you don't already. So pile number 2, let's see what this week has in store for you. Okay, so your cards this week are the Release Toxic Relationships card, the Death card and the Purpose card. Now, these cards are actually really positive. I really like these cards for your week ahead, pile number 2. So the Release Toxic Relationships card, well, this kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? It's all about releasing what doesn't serve you anymore. It's all about letting go of not just the relationships as in a personal relationship, but this can be a internal relationship, the relationship that you have with yourself. It can also be the relationships that you have with ideas and experiences within your business, within your personal life. So releasing anything that just does not serve you anymore. And then of course this Death card comes in as well. Now, Death card doesn't have to be a scary or a negative card, and it certainly doesn't have to mean death. Really what death means for me is a releasing of something that just doesn't serve anymore, but it also means new chapters. So it's all about releasing and letting go of what doesn't serve anymore, and then bringing forward what does serve and what does align with your soul purpose. Now, this Death card in particular really resonates with the root chakra and the solar plexus and the sacral chakras. So the chakras that are all about new chapters, rebirthing, new ideas, new beginnings. And so this is a really exciting week for you, especially with this raw citrine as well, because this is all about self-esteem, self-confidence. It's all about going into new chapters with success and abundance, and it's a really gorgeous trio of cards here. So you've also got the Purpose card. Now this Purpose card for me with this reading is all about releasing and letting go of just what doesn't serve anymore. These two cards really do go hand in hand, and then having a look at what the soul purpose is. So it's all about releasing and letting go, and then having a look at what is in alignment with you now. So what feels in alignment once you've let go of what isn't serving anymore? And sometimes you have to be really raw and honest with this. So be really open and honest with yourself. Allow yourself to open up that space. Maybe as well, if you do have any rose quartz, that will be really helpful for you to do so with a really loving, abundant way of looking, a really objective way of looking at your situation and deciding, okay, what doesn't serve me anymore? What is not bringing me the best joy? And then when you've done that, have a look at what your soul purpose is. Have a little look at what you do want to align yourself with and what does feel right for you. And then when you've done that, you can move forward in a much more aligned way. It's really kind of shedding what doesn't suit anymore, getting rid of anything that is holding you down, any of that weight that is just too heavy to carry because it's not in alignment anymore. And then really aligning yourself with your soul purpose and knowing what it is that you want to move forward with. And when you have done that, really doing so with that citrine around you, maybe it's meditating, maybe it's manifesting with that citrine, is a really gorgeous way of bringing forward that abundance, bringing forward that self-confidence to really go forward and be your best self. So pile number 2, those are your cards. Do let me know in the comments if that resonated with you, or if you have any questions or any feedback. I would love to hear from you, and I hope that you have the best week going forward. As always, if you wanted to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description as well. So have a great week, pile number 2. Okay, hello, pile number 3. If you chose pile number 3, then this is your week's guidance. Now, we do have this really beautiful Amazonite here. Let's bring that into focus. Amazonite is one that I find I am drawn to at certain times in my life, and then I tend to not be as drawn to it in other times. It is a really amazing stone for bringing in that balance, bringing in the emotional balance, the mental balance, but also for your brain and your nervous system as well. It's a really stunning crystal. So that is your crystal for this week, pile number 3. Let's see what your cards have in store for you this week as well. So we have got the possess self-confidence. So, well, that's just perfect, isn't it? We also have the abundance, and we have the cause and effect. So these are really gorgeous cards, pile number 3. These cards are all about really stepping into your own. Really stepping into your own and really finding that balance. Really, it's all about balance this week. It's about stepping into your own, but having that balance to, as much as you give, to take as well. So it's all about having a look at who you are, having a look at what you want, and also having a look at not only going and giving as much as you can, give it as much value as you can, but also taking as much as you need as well. So this week it's really looking at how can you really go forward and be super authentic. How can you really go forward and live your best life knowing that you're also living your truth. So have a little look at what you've been doing recently and ask yourself, are you still aligned with that? Are you still feeling aligned with that, but also are you being authentic with that? If not, maybe just readjust and tweak a little bit. If so, then absolutely keep shining beautifully bright as you go with your journey. The abundance card is all about not just monetary abundance, but all about the joy and the laughter and the smiles and the knowledge and the happiness. It's abundance in all areas of your life. So you're being guided this week to really step into your truth, finding that self-confidence, and that abundance will naturally flow. The more you are aligned with who you are as a person, the more you're going to find abundance in happiness, joy, freedom, success, and everything that comes along with that. So the cause and effect card is all about really being aware of that balance, really being aware that what we put out into the world, it can have that ripple effect, even if it's just one small step. So just taking that one small step, just connecting with a few people, just doing your best to show up on a daily basis for yourself and for others, it doesn't just have a small effect on the world, it can have a ripple effect. It's like that butterfly effect, right? So what you put out into the world, you can bring back. So pile number 3, this week's reading is a really gorgeous reading for just being you. It's having that reminder of you are so worth it. You have everything that you need, but you need to step into that confidence to really shine and really show people that you are who you say you are. And that abundance will naturally start flowing when you start stepping more into alignment with who you are as a person. The cause and effect card is all about putting out there what you want to receive back. It's all about having that love and freedom and abundance in your thoughts, knowing that that is going to naturally come back to you. And it's also having that ripple effect of the butterfly effect. So just taking one small step each day to show up, to be your best self, to live your best life, it can affect people's lives for the better in so many different ways than sometimes we can even imagine. So keep showing up, keep trusting that even if it feels as if nobody is seeing what you're putting out there into the world, if this is a business reading for you, which I feel that it might be, trusting that whatever you're doing in your business, whatever you're doing in your personal life, showing up, and even if it doesn't feel like people are noticing you, they are. And it's having that belief and the trust that they are, because one day they might turn around and say, you know, I've been following you for a while, or I've seen your stuff for a while, or I've noticed how amazing you've been showing up for a long time, and it's really inspired me. So keep doing what you're doing, keep showing up authentically, keep trusting in the universe, and know that this week is a really gorgeous week for you to really step into your own and your truth. If you wanted to bring Amazonite into this, you can do with really beautiful manifestations, with really beautiful meditations. Having it in your energy, wearing it on your body is a really great way to boost your self-esteem, boost your self-confidence, and really step into your own this week. So pile number 3, these are your cards. Let me know if these resonated with you in the comments, and as always, if you wanted to book a personal reading with me, the link for that is in the description below. Have a gorgeous week, number 3. Okay, my loves, that was your card reading for this week. If you liked what you see, these readings will be coming out every Sunday so that you have the guide guidance moving forward for your week ahead. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of these videos, and hit that bell so that you get notified as soon as they go live. I wish you all the best weeks ahead. Bye for now.